Once upon a time, a Buddhist priest was caught out in a storm, but luckily passed by a lonely hut. A kind old woman invited him inside, welcoming him with food and a warm fire. As welcoming as she was, she gave the priest a strange warning. No matter what, do not look in the back room. Unable to overcome his curiosity, the priest failed to heed the old woman's warning. As soon as she stepped out to gather more firewood, the priest peeped through a crack in the door. To his horror, he discovered the room filled with half-eaten corpses. The priest realized that the old woman was a Yamamba, luring unsuspecting travelers into her home, only to shred them to pieces for her next meal. He fled from the hut as fast as he could and never looked back.
He married a ghost without realizing it. He was young when he was traveling through snowy mountains, searching for his fortune. A sudden snowstorm trapped him and he lost his way. Freezing and close to death, he was saved by a strange woman with skin as pale as snow. She was a Yuki-onna. The Yuki-onna is a kind of snow spirit yokai. She usually takes the life of humans who wander into her frozen lands. She guided him to a warm cabin and saved his life, but made him a promise never to tell anyone about her. Years later, the man married a kind woman named Yuki. They lived happily. One day, he broke the promise and told her the story. Her face turned pale. Frost covered her body. She was the Yuki-onna. The promise was broken. She vanished into the winter night. A young samurai was walking down the street when he met a very beautiful woman. Even though she looked kind, the samurai felt something was wrong. He realized she was not human, but a yokai. Yokai is a magical creature from Japan. Yokai are not human. Some are helpful, but many are dangerous and tricky. Her real form is a giant spider called Jodo-gumo. She traps people with spider webs and hides in old, empty houses. The samurai quickly pulled out his sword and attacked her. He hurt the strange woman, but she escaped and ran away. The samurai followed the drops of red blood she left behind. They led him to an old, empty house. Inside the house, he found many people wrapped in thick spider webs. In the middle of the room was a huge spider called Jodo, lying dead from its wounds. It was already dead when the samurai struck it on the road.
There was once a young servant named Okiku who lived in Himeji Castle. Her duty was to guard her master's 10 precious plates. One night while washing them, she counted again and again, but one was missing. Her master, Aoyama, blinded by rage, accused her of theft and threw her into a deep well. Okiku's soul could not rest. Every night, Okiku's ghost rose from the well, counting the plates aloud. 1, 2, 3, until 9. And when the 10th never appeared, she released a terrifying scream that echoed through the castle. The cries ended only when a Buddhist priest finally set her restless soul free.
Oiwa was a beautiful young woman married to a cruel samurai named Liemon, who loved her only for her looks. Another woman, Ue, jealous and obsessed with Liemon, tricked Oiwa into using a poisoned cream. The poison slowly ruined Oiwa's face. Her hair fell out, one eye drooped without her knowing. Disgusted, Liemon planned to abandon her. When Oiwa finally saw her reflection, the horror broke her heart. She took a sword and ended her life, cursing Liemon with her final breath. On Liemon's wedding night, Oiwa's ghost returned. No matter where he ran, her face followed him, even staring back from the lanterns. Once upon a time in Kyoto, a poor samurai lived with his devoted wife. One day, a powerful lord summoned him to serve as a vassal. Honor left him no choice. He departed, leaving his wife behind in poverty. Years passed. When the samurai finally returned, his home stood broken, but his wife was there, smiling, welcoming him back. That night they talked and laughed until sleep took them. At dawn, the warmth in his arms vanished. When he opened his eyes, he was holding a cold skeleton, tangled in long black hair. His wife had died of sorrow the summer before, yet she waited, even in death, for him to return.